Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This will be the first video and I will use this as a journal for my trades and to hopefully be educational and kind of show what's working for me, what's not, and to hopefully get constructive criticism from all of you. So feel free to comment, share what's working for you, what's not, things that you see in my metrics or my trades that could be improved or what I'm doing well. I really appreciate all the feedback I can get. So these are my metrics. I'm down. I've been trading since December 2025. This is only for the last month since June 1st because I switched brokers. But I am in the red for my entire trading. I am not in the green at all. So as you can see, my win rate is really low. My profit factor are really low. This is something I'm working on a lot. You'll see it was a lot worse in this area. I kind of made that change this last week quite a bit to hopefully get higher winners, lower losers. But still definitely struggling. So these are my summary: wins, losses. I'm on a commission broker called CPRO. These are the commissions, so not very high commissions for the amount of trades I've taken. But yeah, average winners lower than average losers. I'm losing in really all categories. Here's let's go to my recommendations. Okay, so these are recommendations, things I can do better, things I am doing well. So I'm holding my winners longer than my losers right now, which is good. I need to continue doing that. I would like to see this gap be a little larger, just based on the type of trading that I do. So that's something I am working on, but continuing to improve. This isn't very accurate because I have such a low sample size. I overtrade and lose more than normal. My system loses money right now because I haven't been following it very well. And that's part of the reason why I'm posting these, to have some accountability. I revenge trade. I had one bad trade, small sample size again, but that explains most of my loss, or a lot of my losses. And then after 2 wins in a row, I dropped to 0% win rate. So I need to be aware of whenever I am likely to lose again, basically. So all the trades I have here, I'll show my journal. So do a little trade diary. I usually post my YouTube link or YouTube video here, and then the image to pull up. I tag it and then share the quality. And so I do that on all of my trades starting recently. My journal I do daily. So I show my pre-market plan, and then I show what I did well or what I didn't. I show the market context, have my video there, and then basically discipline, mistakes, and then rate these. So I just wanted to share my metrics first so you can get a picture. I'm not doing super awesome, but I'm getting better slowly but surely, and I know what I need to work on. So that's step 1, right? So let's look at today. I only took one trade, and this was a hotkey fumble. I was trying to type a ticker in, and my hotkeys are shift with the letters. So I'm supposed to not shift to type in the ticker, but I accidentally did, and that's in an order. So it was just a mistake. But let's look at the trades I didn't take that maybe I should have. So this is an NBR today.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So this had, I'll pull it up in a second. This had a 43 million share float. You see that right here. It had 5 times relative volume whenever I was looking at taking trades in it. Spread was light, so it met everything. It had news other than the float. The float was high. So you see how I use this fib retracement tool right here. It's pretty easy to use. So this is basically the entry that I'm expecting to take. Now I don't always take the entry here. Sometimes I'll take an add through it, but really it's just for the break of the previous candle high. And then my stop is set here. Yeah, and then this is a 2-to-1 profit target. So that's something I'm trying to work on right now, is getting my profit to loss ratio closer to 2-to-1, at least 1-to-1. I would like to see that happen pretty soon. I have goals set for myself for that. So basically I would bought in here. Whenever I do this, I see this level, I marked out the level, and then I look on the ask right here for that level, and then whenever it breaks, I buy, and I try to stick to like a breakout or bailout system, targeting the high days. So this actually wouldn't have been a great trade because the 2-to-1 ratio was above the high today. So this high day is going to act at resistance, especially because it was at 4, right below 4. So ideally I would want this to be over here for me to take a trade with a decent profit to loss ratio. So we can just skip ahead a little bit. Basically it broke out. I would have gotten stopped out here. Here's my live commentary. So this candle's kind of fluttering back and forth. You see this 350 level. I have my cursor out right here. That should be support.
Should bounce off 350.
So bounce off the 350. And then I'm looking up here. I'm looking up here waiting for the candle to close. So these are 1-minute candles that close every minute. So I have 5 seconds for it to close. I use the tool. Basically this would be my entry here. So let's see what happens.
There could be an entry.
Yep, yeah. There could have been an entry. It pops up. The target, once again, is a little unrealistic, but it's up here. At the 2-to-1. So, in all honesty, I likely would have cut it. Once it breaks the 9 EMA. So that topping tail, basically how it popped up and came back, I thought that was likely because it was a higher float. I'm not sure. Anyone with more experience, please comment on that. I typically only trade floats between 0 and 20 million. So I honestly probably would have gotten stopped out there. Probably would have taken a loss here, which wouldn't have been following my rules, but it likely would have happened. So it's kind of fluttering. It's respecting the 9 EMA, as you can see. So level 2, you see a big seller right here at 380. Some buyers down here at 350, which would be my support, but not a ton. So we're waiting for this pop back up through high day. See if it happens. There's a pop. See if it can break 380 at this level here. See, it's kind of fluttering up there. There it goes. Boom. See if it can break 4.
Breaking 4. See if it breaks and holds 4.
let's see, let's speed this up just a little bit. It's kind of fluttering out here. Not really going. Likely I would want to see this break and then pump all the way up to 450. But I think since it's a higher float, it might be a little bit restricting of that. So you see it pop up a little bit, can't quite go. Can't quite go. Speed it up a bit, it's really fast. And then you get that red candle in the close. My stop would be at the bottom here. So if I were in and still holding, I would want to get out at the lowest right here. So could be making a push back up, we'll see. Not really working, there's a flush out, so I would have gotten out right about there. So let's just skip ahead a bit. So now, this is interesting. So you see right here, $4 just about. So you get the topping tails up here, this would be $4 mark. Then you get the bottoming tails here. So resistance now became support. So I ideally, you know, on a good stock, I could have traded, you know, right around 4. Now this is dipping a little too hard. I wouldn't just buy it right here. I'd wait for it to hold 4.
But they just treat more thickly. They're kind of grinders, which doesn't have to be a horrible thing. You just have to try to stay in it a little longer.
Yeah, so the stock's higher flow. It's probably going to be a grinder. It's probably going to move a little slower. You can get that dumb bottom there. So I'm kind of marking out where an entry would be. But it's just moving before the candle closes. So that kind of would have been a breakout entry, but we'll see if it goes all the way back up. See this lighter volume, that's not a great sign, although it didn't break out, so it's probably okay. Now we have equal volume here, so we want to see this candle have high volume, but now it kind of flushes. And that's really the end of the move. So I don't know, anyone who's more experienced in the comments, please help me figure out whether to take those higher float trades or not. So this is kind of what I was looking at on the chart. So you see these pink lines right here are the half and whole dollar marks. And my entries would have been those dojis right around the half and whole dollar mark. So you get one here, you get one right about there, you would have got one right there. So I don't know. Anyway, this is really probably not the best strategy for me because it's higher float. Okay, now let's look at the actual interesting trade of the day. So this was crazy. This is UPC. So this is the first leg of the move. This is as early as I had to start recording. So for context, there's a high about 12:25 in the after hour session. This is pre-market session. It, you know, below Whop a lot, comes up, breaks it, and has a pretty big breakout on higher volume. So I'm looking at it. It's expensive. I was kind of fearful to trade it. I'll just let you listen to my commentary. So that's a crazy pop. 12.30.
It's at highs. Break of 14 is a. Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
Probably.
So that's a huge move. So when I said break of 14, I was looking at the daily chart. There was a gap from 14 to 16. I had that marked off on some side charts. Now, I would love to get to the confidence level to trade some of these, but right now I'm just not there. So hopefully I'll be there soon. That was the first leg up. Now let's look at the second leg. So this stock was crazy. So that's where it goes up here. And this part has good commentary, so I'll let you listen.
Yeah, me too.
So he's talking about how the...
This is crazy. I don't know how, like... I mean, that move was insane.
Yeah.
It was the people that were there for the VWAP break and decided to hold it.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty much what Ross did on it? He was there for the VWAP break and
Yeah.
turned into parabolic nonsense.
Yeah. I mean...
Going back on the 10-second on that move, that was the one that I saw where it consolidated sideways at $10, which was right at VWAP, and then it ripped up. That was the only onslaught on that $5 move.
So we're really just trying to digest how this move just happened, because that was a huge pop. And we're talking about how we're feeling fearful, having some anxiety and stuff, because it's a higher price. Typically there's more risk on higher price, but there's also more reward. So I kind of have to learn that. So the key price range is 2 to 20. So this is still in that price range. So this pivot right here, right around 13, is a pivot. I have that marked off. Basically just where, you know, kind of was consolidating here, broke below, tapping, couldn't quite break. Now it's breaking, so I'm interested in there at 13.
Like for the break through 13. Not really down. Your stop is about 75.
Yep.
There you go. If there's a break at 13 up to 14. Scale out to see if we can break and hold 14 here.
I think that topping tail is the sign.
So I was talking about there's a micro pullback back here.
But also look at the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart looks beautiful.
And the 5-minute looks good. So we have multi-chart alignment here for the breakout that we had right here. I was looking at a micro pullback at 13, as I said. So that would be right here. I was talking about how you could get in right here with your stop at the bottom, which is around 275. Really, you know, it's kind of fluttering 13, but you're really looking for 13.
75, there you go.
Ideally, I would have been looking at the ask, but I'm a beginner, so sometimes I forget these things. So that would have been kind of a breakout, and then you're trying to see the break through the $13 level up to the $14 level. See if the $14 level can break, and if not, you know, you scale out and get out and manage your risk.
There's a break at 13 up to
So,
14.
but that would have been a 30-cent or so risk on micro pullback for a lot of reward. So it pops up, has this topping tail right there around 1450, which makes sense. It's about the same level as the previous high. So we're seeing if it can hold 14. Nice volume here. This little tail at the top shows that sellers are pushing it back down just a little bit.
But also look at the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart looks beautiful.
Little bit of a kind of bearish
UPC.
signal, kind of saying that the sellers are hammering it a little bit. So we're gonna wait for it to pull back, bottom out, and then go up. Now this $13 is a pivot. So as we've seen, you can see it on the 5-minute chart there too, right about here. So it's kind of where the price has been, in resistance for a while. So now it's becoming support.
So lower selling volume there.
Yep, lower selling volume is nice.
This 13 is a pivot. Make sure it holds 13, looking for a squeeze back to 14. And up to 15.
I'm sorry, I don't have this in full screen. Okay.
Beating low risk.
So 13 is where I'm looking at, right? So see if it can hold this same pivot around this 13 mark. And for it to bottom out there. So we're talking about the 90 made 1250. That should be a support level as well. So candle closes.
That's good.
Green doji is good. Kind of looking to get in there. Now, I'm still scared because the price is high and because it's given a huge move. And so I'm not going to enter here. Unfortunately, I do not take the trade that I'm supposed to take. And that's hard on my confidence. But as a beginner, I'm still unsure of, quite a few of these things. So we're just kind of waiting to see a buy signal, really. Waiting to have this consolidation period break in one way or another. So that's kind of the key, is we're having this consolidation period, and that's kind of why I mark out these lines. If it breaks below, it's likely to go lower. If it breaks high, it's likely to go higher.
This is still pretty low. Which makes sense. But there's a pop. See, break through 14. 1450. Yeah, pop up to 14. There's a pop. 16. Holy shit.
Were you in that, or you just?
No.
UPC. Yeah.
Wow. That was a huge move.
I don't know why I didn't trade that. Honestly.
Yep.
I guess that's kind of a dumb fear for me though.
It's so expensive that if you catch a knife, you could be down $2 instantly on whatever your share count is.
Yeah, but also just take super small size.
Yeah, but then what would you do whenever you start scaling up your size? You still wouldn't want to trade it because it's too much in a terrifying risk to reward zone.
I mean, I don't think the risk to reward is terrifying if you do it correctly. What I was looking at was that, you see that doji down there. I was looking at, and I was saying this, for that risking off 13, which would have been your support, and the 90 MAs right there. Profit target 1 is 1450, and then you're looking through the squeeze to the high day.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Mark.
It's a dollar stock. Damn.
So I have
We might be getting
have a bit of a trading pod kind of community where we talk through the trades, talk through our emotions and stuff, and that's been really helpful for me. So obviously I'm not profitable. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and my emotions get in the way a lot. So it's nice to have people to talk about.
You lose money when you don't.
So we're talking about
protect you from the opposite, and this is the aberration. Because no one, I think, unless you had more experience like Ross, could have planned for, and he was super excited. He wasn't expecting it either. No one planned for a VWAP break to be that explosive and that crazy.
Are you talking about SR?
so we're kind of talking through the emotions and how we're like feeling FOMO, and specifically how one of the guys has a rule that after 2 losing trades he is done for the day, or I think even just after 2 trades he's done for the day, because he's seen that pattern in his metrics and he's trying to work on that. So he's kind of having a little FOMO because he didn't trade this, because he has that rule. But rules are good because in the long run, rules will keep you from spiraling, and they're helpful.
PC.
Pull up UPC.
So we're just kind of talking about it. I think I'm about to give some good commentary here in just a second. Let's see.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so
Let's look at this move. So obviously, really unexpected break of Whop for it to go up like that. Is all just shorts covering. So firstly, you get the break of Whop, you get this candle. I mean, that's a good move. It's a powerful move. It's nothing insane. Then you get this next candle, dips down a little bit. You get a micro pullback there. What's the price? 950 at 750. 950 at 750. Right here. So this is that pullback, the micro pullback here. And micro pullback with the break. It's nice, you know, nothing crazy. Then right in the middle of this candle. Yeah. It's so weird. Right in the middle of this candle for the breakthrough at 11. Right?
I think it was actually at the start of the candle.
You get this micro pullback. Breakthrough at 11. And then it just explodes up to 12. He gets a pocket taking at 12. Breaks through 12. People are like, oh shoot. Goes up past 1350 in 5 seconds. This
Crazy.
From 12 to 1360. $1.60 in 5 seconds. That is insanity. That's absolutely insanity. I don't know how you would time this other than kind of buying here, risking off the half dollar, then for the breakthrough 11. I don't know. We got something going on right now.
So I'm obviously still trying to, figure it out, and hopefully these videos will be helpful.
Another consolidation period here, right here.
Hopefully these videos will be helpful to show what I'm thinking, whether it's good or bad, and hopefully
She's kind of beautiful.
I can get some good feedback and learn and grow with other traders out there.
Here. Higher volume. Give this candle a break. You're risking here 1450-ish. 1450. What was this previous area? So that's supply. So you have a confirmed kind of supply zone here. and then you try to get that rally back up. Doesn't work, you get out. Everything's just making a lot of sense. I'm just not trading well, and I'm not trading at all because it's expensive. I don't want to put capital on the line because I still have a little bit of fear of losing money, even though I only traded 2 shares. So, definitely things to work on and to review, but no real trades for me today. I'm gonna lock it up. Yeah, thanks for watching. If I do post this part to YouTube, hopefully it's inspiring and you can learn something. I need to learn something because I need to swing the bat and just step up to the plate. So hopefully y'all are green out there. Stay safe.
So, yep, thank you guys so much for watching. In the description, I should have some kind of resources that I found helpful. I'll have some links to these PDFs. This is, from Ross Cameron, just candlesticks. Sorry, that's sideways, but I have that printed out, keep it on my desk. It's helpful. I have made this kind of my trading guide, kind of what I'm looking for, just some general things. I do need to kind of update this and keep working on it, but this is pattern bull flag, so that'll be in there. And then this is probably the most helpful thing I've done, is this trading live journal. So I'm able to track before I start trading kind of how I'm feeling, how the market is, the market sentiment, and then I kind of have this checklist. I don't like every single time actually check all these things as I'm going, but sometimes I do. And I think especially as a beginner, it can be helpful so that you can build the kind of knowledge of, these are the stocks I should trade, these are the stocks I shouldn't, these are the patterns. So I kind of have it all there. And then this is really just for post-trade review, which I'm usually doing on YouTube now, so I don't use it quite as much. But this can be a really, really helpful journal for everybody out there. So this is free, of course it's in my description. Print out, keep a copy on your desk, make a binder of them. I have a binder of them. And then this is kind of just to manage emotions. So this guy's a trader. He wrote a great book called The Best Loser Wins, and this is kind of what I have gotten from it. So I made this. I do these kind of pre-market visualizations just to really kind of help my emotions and just prepare for what could happen and what couldn't. I'm still definitely working on it. I am okay with patience during boredom. For the most part, I'm pretty good at stopping when emotional. I really need to work on holding winners and actually taking trades. And there's just some kind of breathing exercises and some reminders. So it can be really helpful. I have all these printed out on my desk and I just keep them handy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to comment anything that I can improve or anything I'm doing well. If you want to join our community on Whop, it's really great. The link will be in the description. It's really small right now, but it's just a group of traders, and we just, we really just talk and hang out. We have some, different things we do, like chart analysis and all these things that can be really helpful, especially for beginners. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned.